welcome and good morning to everyone. Before taking you people, making you understand what all things we will be covering up if you enroll for Python full stack development course, let me give you a brief introduction about who am I. So my name is Maimuneesa and I'm currently working as a senior software developer in Infosys Limited Bangalore, and I have 15 plus experience working in a development environment with respect to core languages such as Java and Python. So hope you people have seen the trending technologies which are coming up in the development market nowadays. And we have also known that developers are the core ingredients working with respect to the development part, because once you develop a particular component, it is then going to the testing part, right? So for that reason, we see that many students, many professionals are approaching nowadays for the full stack developer course, so you can bifurcate it with respect to any language. So here, the demo presentation, what I'm going to give you people is respective of Python programming language. Like when I want to go for a full stack development course and I want to choose my core programming language as Python, then what all scenarios I will be learning forward. Okay, so if you complete this particular course, right? So what all contents we will be covering up and how you will be understanding that course. So let us just understand first what are the contents we are going to have with respect to the implementation, right? If we say Python full stack development, right, then what actually I'm going to study here. So what actually the contents has been designed for this particular course. Let us just first understand what is a Python full stack developer course. And this Python full stack developer course is been divided into two different categories. Okay, so any development scenario, if you see, okay, so let us assume that in our day-to-day activities, what we do, we bifurcate, we enroll ourselves into many web applications. Okay, and we don't bother how that web application is designed. Okay, if you see any web application, it is divided into two parts, like we have front end and then we have back end. And here, since we are focusing that I want to learn full stack development course in Python, then you will be understanding what is Python programming language, that is from basics to advanced. And then we are going to understand what are the front end technologies, like we have HTML, we have CSS, then we have certain libraries and frameworks. Like if I talk about libraries, we have Bootstrap. If I talk about frameworks, we have JavaScript. Okay, and here, since I want to enhance the web application what I have designed with respect to Python, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine it with respect to the framework. And here, the core framework which we are going to understand with respect to Python is the Django framework. And in this Django framework, what all contents you will be studying of. So you will understand what is a Django REST framework. Okay, and if you are interested, so since the frameworks nowadays, the trending front end technology frameworks, we have Angular and React.js available. So why do we use that framework? So Angular and React.js frameworks are basically used when, as a developer, we want to create a SPS, that is single page applications. Okay, and once all the following topics has been covered up, what we are going to do is we will be trying to demonstrate one final project which is defined as capstone project. Okay, so let us just understand. So when I talk about the development, right? Okay, so if I complete this development part, so once I understand what is front end, what is a back end, okay, so how the things will be going off for me in the future. So you will get a wide variety of openings. Your career growth will be at the up level, because if you complete front end development part, if you understand what are front end technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and all the related front-end frameworks which are related in order to design the user interface. Okay, so once you understand this particular part, so what we can do is you can enroll for all the opportunities which are available for front-end developers. In similar way, if a backend part is completed, like you know what is a database, you know what is a language and how to combine that language with the database, then what you can do, you can approach for the opportunities which are available in the market for the backend developer. No, I want to go for the full stack developer career growth. I want to become a full stack developer. So then what you can do is you can make yourself compatible in getting into a full stack development, right? So it is like this course is a completely a compatible course where when you complete each kind of a part, that is each component of the course has been completed, you are considered to be a job ready candidate, where with respect to the front end knowledge or with respect to the back end knowledge and what all requirements are currently available in the market, right? So based on that requirements, you can make yourself compatible to apply that particular job. Okay. So here, if you are learning Python language, okay. So if you are learning Python language and you are a complete fresher for the Python programming language, then don't worry about it. Okay. So whether you are a fresher or whether you are an experienced candidate, so we make the students understand any kind of a programming language, any certain programming language from basics to the advanced level. Okay. See, it is not possible that I will learn programming language from the advanced level. Am I right? Correct. So what we do is we try to make the students, we try to make the trainees available the programming language from its core itself. That is understanding what are the data types. So before understanding data type, making understand what all environment setup do I need in order to work with Python programs. Then what is data type, what data structures are available in this language, then how I am going to combine my application with respect to my database. So if I'm passing any sort of information, so how that information is getting transmitted into the database. And here Python provide us a wide range how we can work with a different kind of packages, how we can work with a different kind of functions, with a different kind of servers. Okay. So we are going to understand all those together with respect to Python language. You will understand what is multi-threading as well as exception handling in Python language. So how exceptions are carried out in your Python language. So all these things we are going to cover up when we come with respect to the Python model. So as I've told that any applications which we see, any application we encounter in our day-to-day activities, right? So it is divided into two parts. We have front end and we have back end. Okay. So front end in the sense it is a interface which we are trying to make it available for the user. Okay. Now see, if we go for shopping and all, right? So I want to visit a particular shop. I will not buy definitely. I am not going to randomly go and visit it. First, I will see the look of the shop. So if it is good, then I'm going to visit that. In similar way, we need to understand from user's perspective that how I need to develop a website so that any user who is approaching to my website, right? So what all things he is going to observe. So we need to make sure that all the options available on the website should be easy accessible. Okay. And it should be not restricted to any age limit. So we needed to design an application in such a way that any age group of people should be easily accessible to that particular application. They should feel it very much attractive with respect to your website, whatever you have designed. Okay. So it means that we have to create a website in such a way that it is easy accessible, in the sense it should be user friendly. The color combinations, the images, the patterns what you have used in the application should be clearly desirable, so that if user is trying to search any kind of option, he should get it very easily. Okay. So here front end development we started from understanding from HTML language. Okay. See, if you want to design a front end, right? So what do we need? We need three things here. We need three technologies which we require in order to develop that user interface. So when we say HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Now what is HTML? Why do we need it? Okay. See, if we want to construct a house, what we do? We go for a specific civil engineer and we ask him to give a plan. So plan is what? It is going to define me the structure of my house, right? So in similar way, before designing a web application or before designing a web page, I need to have a proper structure in my mind saying that this is my structure. So that structure we are going to create it with the help of HTML. Once my structure is ready, I needed to apply some styling to it. Okay, so that styling I'm going to create it with the help of what? That styling I'm going to generate it with the help of CSS. And once my structure is combined, once my style is combined, I needed to create a behavior for it. Okay, so it means that if I click any option in the web application, that particular option should react to the actions what I'm presenting to it. So that behavior we are going to generate it with the help of what? We are going to generate it with the help of JavaScript. Okay. So it means that basically in the front end development part, you will be focusing on how the user interface has to be created by combining the structure, by combining the style, and by combining the behavior. Okay. Now coming back to the backend development. See, backend is something which we don't see, right? Which we don't want the user to understand what is a backend. Because in on the backend side, we are going to create the implementation part. It means that if any data which is getting transmitted from the front end, so on the backend side, that data has to be implemented. It means that I'm sending a username or password, so my username and password has to be stored in the database. So it means that on the backend side, I need a particular person. I need one particular person who is going to monitor all my activities from the front end. Okay, so for that reason, on the backend side, we need a language and we need a database. Okay, so let us understand why do we need database. See, any applications which you see in your day-to-day activities needs data. You are giving some sort of information to it. You are giving some sort of information to it, right? So that data we are going to store it where? So that data we are trying to collect it inside the database. So here the database what you are going to study is MySQL as well as Oracle database. Now, the question is why you will learn two databases here. Okay, it means that if you are a complete fresher or you are from the non-technical background and you don't have any core understanding of what is a database, so we will make you understand first. We'll try to make you understand how you are going to raise the query to the database, like what are commands we are going to write to the database so that database is going to respond back to your request. Okay, so it means that we have certain queries, we have certain processing with the database, and that we will make you understand first with Oracle database. Once you are very much familiar with respect to Oracle database, then we will bifurcate you with respect to MySQL database. Okay, so then what we do is we try to bifurcate you for with respect to the MySQL database. So here front end as well as back end. Now, if I'm transferring my information from the front end on the back end side, I need a person who is going to understand the data and who is going to process it to the database. So that language we are going to focus here is what? The Python programming language. Okay, so already I have explained in the previous slide, so that in with respect to Python you will understand basic Python as well as advanced Python. And here we are going to combine Python with respect to what? With respect to the framework. And what framework we are going to study here? So we are going to study the Django framework. Okay, now any particular application is divided into three different layers here. So like we say presentation layer, we say business layer, and we have database layer. So when presentation layer, in the sense, it is purely concentrating with respect to user interface. And when we talk about the business layer and database layer, it is understanding the coding implementation, understanding the business logic, what you are going to derive it for the application with respect to database. Okay, so front end testing is always implemented in presentation layer, and backend testing is always implemented in business layer as well as with respect to your database layer. Okay, so you are trying to represent it with respect to business layer as well as database layer. Now let us understand what are the benefits of combining your language with respect to the framework. Then why do we need Django framework? See, Django framework provides us a wide variety of libraries, a wide variety of packages. With respect to that, we can optimize our implementation. It means that if I require 100% of my work, if I need 100% of my strength in order to create a web application, So that strength I can reduce it with the help of what? By combining Django framework with respect to my Python programming language. It means that with the help of Django, we can easily create models. We can easily perform any kind of CRUD operations which we want to display to the application. Okay, because see, any applications perform four operations, right? It is going to create the thing, it is going to read the data, update the information, and delete the information. Correct? So who is going to provide us that easy flexibility to perform all this CRUD operation, to create a very good user interface, and who is going to give us the flexibility that we can optimize our code in a more easiest way. Okay, so for that reason we are going to use a Django framework here. See what happens, what advantages you are going to get once you combine Django framework with your application. So your speed of your application will be enhanced. Then you are going to provide highest security for your application. Then it is very versatile in nature, and there are lot many things which we get when we are using Django framework with respect to Python language. Okay, so hope you people have got a complete overview about what is a Python full stack development course, what are the contents, what is front end, what is back end, and what is a Django framework. Okay, so hope you people have at least understood the implementation why you needed to approach this particular course. And in case if you are looking for the placement opportunities, so we also have a wide range of opportunities available from our side. So once you complete the course, we will be evaluating certain parameters, so that we need to make sure that you are a perfect candidate for whom we can just try to give some placements from our side also. Okay, and one more important thing from my side is, if you want to make up your career in the development, then the thing is, don't bother about that I'm from a non-technical side and I'm a complete fresher, I can't make it. No, if you have a confidence and if you have that zeal to understand, that zeal to make up your career in development, then obviously we are ready to help you people, making you people understand each concept from the basics to advanced, making you understand each and every concept from the tracing to the coding implementation, and making it more easiest for you people by taking some real-time examples and scenario. Okay, so hope you people have enjoyed this particular demo presentation. If you people are looking forward with respect to more and more information related to your course, so you can connect to a specific counselor and you can come back to me. I can give you a free demo session where we can have live interactions with respect to the concept, whatever you have as a question. Okay, so hope I'll be wishing a very good luck and a good day to all of you. Thank you.